What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited about this video. I did something similar to this about a year ago, but I focused more on like my fitness journey and what I did to like build my brand. And this time I kind of want to focus on what can help you build your brand and things that have worked for me, or things that I think I should have done better, or things that I've heard from other people that really work for them. Kind of just want to help you guys like get started, I guess, because it's kind of hard to like know where to start when you want to like build an online presence and like build a business from your online presence and all that. So I hope this video will be at least a little bit helpful and you will learn something new and thrive and be successful for many generations. And without further ado, let's dive in. Number one on my building your brand list is to always be yourself. It's easy to start doing things and acting like people who have already built their brand because you kind of see what works for them. But it's important not to conform to that person, and especially on YouTube, I feel like it's so easy to, for example, start talking like someone that you watch on YouTube all the time. I do that with the people I'm around for sure. And I used to be super into YouTube, and then I found myself starting to talk like other people, so I don't really watch YouTube as much because I want to make sure that I am 100% me. Yeah, just being yourself and finding what sets you apart from all the other influencers, fashion, whether it be fashion or fitness or whatever. Find what sets you apart from them and really like focus on those things. And you being yourself is one thing that no one can ever duplicate or be, so I think that's why it's just important to speak your mind and let people like know who you are as a person and your sense of humor and all that fun stuff. And then number two is gonna get pretty detailed, but this is such an important part that I wish I would have not necessarily had like a lot of help with. Like I think I did fine during this part, but it can be overwhelming and it can take some time to get set up and stuff like that. But basically, website setup and producing content. So one thing that some people do and some people don't is either starting a new Instagram for your business, or do you just start posting business related things on your regular Instagram? One, I think it's completely based on your business. For fitness, this is basically like my life, so it's not like that different. So if I was to do it all over again, I would probably just use my personal one, but at the same time, I like having a separate account now because I can just post whatever I want on that account. I did start a second one in October whenever I started one, but I don't think it was 100% necessary. So that's kind of like a whatever you think is best or whatever you want to do. Sometimes people feel like they'll get annoying if they start posting like fitness or fashion content on their actual page, but I feel like people follow you because they want to know you. So if they don't want to keep up with your life and what you're doing on like the business side of things, then let them unfollow you, I guess. I don't really see the problem with unfollowing, because if you don't enjoy what someone posts, it doesn't like make you happy or help you in any way, then unfollow them. So it's pretty easy. I think another really good thing to do right off the bat of starting like an Instagram or whatever you're trying to do is starting a YouTube channel. I think YouTube is so powerful in the way that I can connect with you guys on a much more personal level. You can like understand my personality a little bit better than me just typing a caption. Certain things I say can come off like personable and you can kind of get to know me, but it's totally different from just like talking directly to you guys, a camera, but it's you guys. So I think YouTube is a great way to really connect with the people that you are trying to connect with. So highly recommend starting that. That is one thing I wish I would have done a lot sooner and put more effort into, but live and learn. We're here now and I'm doing it. I talk with my hands so much, it's bad. I need to like put them under my butt. Okay. Some other things that come with starting a YouTube is one, you may notice in the beginning of my videos, I have like a little intro and it's like, it's loud, but it says Christina Kat from Fitness, and it's like a cute little segue into getting this video started. There's actually a client of mine, I think we kind of exchanged services. She made me that, and then I think I gave her a pretty big discount on one of my tournaments, I think. But I know we exchanged that way. And she also made my YouTube banner, which is cool. So she didn't make my actual logo. I had a friend from high school make my logo. Oh my gosh, there's that hand again. And then I basically gave this other graphic designer the logo to implement into my YouTube banner, and then also that intro. So graphic designers will be your best friend for marketing purposes, for sure. And then if you are someone who doesn't want to build your own website, another graphic designer or the same graphic designer could probably help you with that as well. I know there are so many website builders nowadays, like WordPress, Wix, Weebly, Squarespace. I mean, there's so many. I actually really enjoyed making my own website. Well, at first I used Weebly, and then Weebly was a little bit difficult to design exactly how I wanted to on the mobile version, I think, was my biggest problem. Because so many of you guys come from Instagram to my website and you're usually on your phone. So it's like, people are barely ever on desktops now. So if my mobile version doesn't look good or like as good as I want it to, that's a problem for me. So I switched over to Wix. Wix is a little more difficult to get used to because there are so many little, I don't know how to explain it, but you have like free range of how you want your page to look. So it can be a little overwhelming at first, but I recommend starting with a template that not just Wix, but any of these websites have, and just kind of like changing out one of their photos with one of your photos and changing out your text, or like their text for yours. And then you can kind of just get a hang of it and then start implementing new like little features that you find out about while you're editing your site. Another thing you'll need for a professional site, I guess you don't need it, but I think it really helps, is professionally done photos. Don't know if I had professional photos when I first started my website, but I had like some photos of me, whatever. But I recommend off the bat just getting a photographer and having like, it doesn't have to be a long shoot, you don't need a ton of photos, but just getting some good content for your website to break up all the text with some photos. Another good place to get a logo created if you don't know anybody or like trust any graphic designers or whatever, logotournament.com. Actually. So John and I did this for one of his businesses. We basically went on and you put how much you are trying to spend. I think it's like a minimum of $250. You basically like tell the people what kind of logo you want and what your business is and like what kind of colors you want, and like if there's a certain, like for John it was basketball, so we said like we wanted a basketball in it, and if there's a certain font you like, you can tell them. After you submit your design, you'll start getting submissions in like probably an hour, I want to say, and then you can start ranking those submissions. So then the people who also want to make one, they'll kind of do something similar, or you can tell the person who made that one like if there's something you want to change about it, and then they can go back and change it. So it's very hands-on in the process, and you have so many different people creating these logos for you that you have a lot to choose from. And the more money you offer, the more designs you'll get, but we still got a decent amount for $250, and I think $250 is like the minimum you can do. So basically whoever's design you choose, they get the $250 after everything is said and done. Yeah, so really cool process. Check it out if you need help with the logo and don't know a good graphic designer. For YouTube, some things I struggled with in the beginning was finding a good camera. So I remember going to Best Buy and being like, this is what I'm trying to do. I want a camera that has like a flip-up screen so I can see myself when I'm recording. And the guy basically told me that I don't need a camera for that and that I should basically just use my webcam. You guys, I was so annoyed and like insulted. Like, I don't know why. It was just like not a good experience. So I was like, all right, well, Best Buy is useless when it comes to figuring out what I need. Nikki Blackadder, this is how I found this camera. I don't think she even uses this camera anymore. I started with like a Sony A500 or something, I can't remember anymore. And grew out, that one was probably like $400. And the camera I'm using now is a Sony RX100 M5. And this one was about $1,000. I have it linked in the description box below on almost all my videos actually from Amazon. I got it and I love it. So I actually just bought another one of this camera because I didn't know what else to buy, and I like this camera, but my other one just kind of glitched and broke a bit. So yeah, I really like this camera if you are in the market. It is hard to find. I was trying to shop online for a new one and it's really hard. I feel like brands don't advertise whether or not it has the screen that can flip up, or I don't know. Like even this camera didn't advertise that, but I knew I had it because I already had it. This camera's really good though in like low light, and it's small, so I can like, I don't feel weird like lugging this huge like camera around. You don't need any like state-of-the-art equipment, I feel like, to get started on YouTube. If you really want to be big on YouTube, you probably do. I'm obviously not a YouTube expert, but I think it's easy to get started with just any camera pretty much. I am no longer editing my own videos, but when I was using Final Cut Pro. Before Final Cut Pro, I was using iMovie for a bit, and then iMovie, it was just madness because my hard drive was just constantly full and I could never edit anything else. And I remember one time I lost an entire video after editing it, and iMovie was giving me way more headaches than I wanted. So basically I bought Final Cut Pro, which was, I can't remember exactly how much I paid for Final Cut Pro, maybe $300. I think it was $300. So Final Cut Pro is pretty pricey, but I think it's way better, and you can save Final Cut backups onto your external hard drive, which kind of saves your computer the storage room, which is very helpful, trust me. So Final Cut Pro is much better than iMovie, but to save my own time, have paid a company called VideoHusky to edit my videos for me, and they've made it so much easier on my life. It's incredible. So if that's a service you're looking for, look them up. I'll try to throw a website link in the description box below, but highly recommend. It has saved my life. We're gonna talk about creating content for Instagram, and I mean, I guess whatever social media platform you prefer to use. I use Instagram the most, so these will probably be tailored to Instagram a little more than anything else. Basically, I film my Instagram videos with my phone. I film workout videos on YouTube or on my camera. My phone is good quality, and it's just easier than carrying around two cameras all the time, or a phone and a camera all the time. So yeah, I use my phone and edit on my phone and all that fun stuff. I think something that's important, I've gotten John actually switching and doing this now. Instead of filming videos for Instagram landscape, which is how like YouTube is, film them portrait, so the long way. And I say this because when you post a video in landscape on Instagram, it shrinks it because your screen on a phone is this way. So it makes it smaller, so it's not as engaging as I think portrait is, because when you post something portrait, it takes up more of their screen and it's more engaging, and I think it helps so much. Since John has started to film his basketball videos portrait from landscape, he's been getting so much more engagement, and so I think it really, truly does help. And another thing that I think has helped both John and I recently started putting captions on my photos, basically just to tell you guys what is on the or like what the video is working, like what these exercises are targeting. I think that's really helpful for just like scrolling through my page, and like it's hard to tell what a video is just by looking at like the cover photo. So I'm hoping that it helps the people who are actually using my videos to organize their workouts and find what they're looking for. So definitely recommend that. I use Splice to edit my videos. I upload the clips onto Splice and then edit them all as one video without any transitions, and I add a song on Splice as well, which you have to purchase your music from Splice. You cannot use Apple Music. Even though you can download it to your phone, you cannot upload an Apple Music download to a video. It has to be purchased from the iTunes store or downloaded some other probably illegal way. That took me a while to figure out, and it is expensive, but it's a marketing write-off for tax purposes. So I edit everything in Splice, and then I export the video into my camera roll, where I chop up each exercise. So I basically just go in my camera roll, hit edit, video, or just edit whatever the hell is in the corner, and then I chop up every single exercise into its own video, and then I upload each of those videos by themselves so I edit one at a time in the app InShot. So my sister-in-law actually just recently told me about InShot. She is blowing up on Instagram actually. Her handle is Mary Oshner, and she told me about InShot, and she uses the same captions, and they're really helpful for her as well. So basically you upload, let's say the exercise is dumbbell deadlifts. So I upload that clip, and I have been actually adding a very slight filter to videos, and I think it helps with like the visually appealing aspect of Instagram and social media and whatever. So I've been adding like a 30% or 25-30% filter on my videos, and then adding that text, and then I export. I only add the text on the video that is going to be the cover photo as well. So the cover photo is what people see when they're scrolling through your page or on the explore page, and that's what has to be the eye-catching part of the video. So they click on it. So that is really annoying, but very important when it comes to marketing purposes. And then when it comes to editing photos for Instagram, I have been using Lightroom presets, but I bought the presets from my friend Nicole. I have a couple of people I get presets from. My friend Nicole Balsamo, her handle is, I think, Nicole Balsamo Photo, and she has a few mobile presets, and I'm sure she's gonna come out with more that are awesome, super like warm tones, and she's got an awesome black and white one. And then I also use Do You Travel presets. They have a ton of mobile ones. I think they've been doing this a while. There's a preset for literally any photo, and it's crazy how the same preset on a different photo like does not work at all. So finding like a good preset instead of just random Instagram filters, I think can help really bring your images to life and make them just more visually appealing and brighten colors and make you look tan and all that good stuff. So yeah, definitely check out both of those preset packages because they're awesome. And I think I do have a discount code for Nicole's, so I will put that in the description box below. Another thing that has become more important with the Instagram algorithm is the time of day that you're posting. So now with the algorithm, it's not going to show your photo or video to everyone you follow unless it gets good engagement, or it shows it to more people the better engagement it gets. So posting when the majority of your followers are online is super helpful, because then you get more engagement because more of them are online, and there's more of a chance that they'll like or save or comment on your photo or video. And then the more comments, likes, shares, saves you get, the more people it will show it to on the explore page, and just the people in general that follow you, it'll push it up to the top of their timeline because it thinks that this post is something that you'll want to see. If you have a business page on Instagram, which I highly recommend making your page business, you can see the insights for what time of day people are online the most for your followers. It's funny because John and I's time to post is very different. Mine, I think, is like between 3 and like 4:30 is like the best time. And sometimes I'll randomly post at like noon just because I'll be busy at like 3 or 4, but I definitely notice videos do better at 3 or 4. Captions suck. I hate writing captions. That's a lie. I like them sometimes, but sometimes they can just be a drag. You're like, I have this good content, but like, what do I have to say? So basically, I've just gotten to a point that if I don't know what to say, then I'll just like let everybody know where this workout is on the app, and then maybe add like some details about the videos that I'm posting for those people who don't have my app and still want to learn a bit. But I don't, some fitness influencers do that I have chosen not to, is posting their full workout to Instagram. I'll do it occasionally, but I post all of my workouts to my app, so then to have to repost everything with sets and reps and all that stuff, I mean, my app is super cheap, and I just prefer to keep everything there because it's actually like a guide you follow instead of just like this random video. So, and sets and reps really aren't like rocket science, like, I don't know. So people will figure it out without sets and reps. And basically I've just wanted my page to be inspiration for different exercises and variations you can do to target the same muscles. So that's been my thing, but whether or not you post full workouts is completely up to you. But I think people have to learn and enjoy your page somehow, whether it be just visually appealing, whether you have good fashion advice, good hair, good, like you're smart as shit. That's not really my forte, but there's so many like doctors and exercise scientists who really like dive into the details of their profession. So just finding the value that you add and really putting that into your photo or caption, making each post helpful in a way. Even if you're just posting a photo, maybe putting like a motivational caption. That's not really my thing either. But people love motivational captions, but that's not who I am, so I just don't post that. So that's my personal preference again. But if you are good at that and those help you, then post them because people love them. My videos are really what help me grow and like gain more followers, which I don't think gaining more followers at the end of the day should be your like goal. Like if you don't gain a lot of followers, then you are failing, because you're not. But I mean, the more followers you have, the more potential clients you have. So it is like, it's not gonna hurt. It's not a bad thing, obviously. So I found that videos are more helpful to bring more people, new people to my page than just posting photos. Photos have their place, but I've found more success with videos, so that is why I really put more effort into videos. Hashtags are another thing that I used to use a lot, and I have slowed down a bit. I keep telling myself I probably should, even just a few is helpful for people finding your page. But yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about hashtags, I guess, but I think they're a good idea and you should use them if you're trying to grow your social media. Another thing I highly recommend doing on your social media pages is keeping things personal. Don't give people an option whether or not they want to know you as a person. I have found, and from personal experience, that when I posted personal photos that I would lose a bunch of followers. And it's like, okay, so it makes you not want to post those personal photos, but at the same time, those people don't want to get to know you as a person. They're probably not going to be your clients in the long haul anyways. So keep posting about yourself. Force people, in a sense, to get to know you as a human, and it makes you more likable, and it makes people want to sign up for your program or work with you or support you in any other business ventures you have. So basically, in the end, post what you want to post and don't worry about losing followers. You're constantly going to lose followers. It happens all the time. So don't let that deter you from posting something you really want to share. So some people think that on Instagram, just having a lot of followers makes you money, and I wish so badly that this is the case, but it's not. On YouTube, we make money from ads regardless of how many subscribers you have. I think once you hit a certain point, you make more per ad. I'm not sure exactly, but Instagram is not like that. You don't make money through Instagram. We make money promoting other businesses on Instagram, basically. In the fitness industry, you have to value your knowledge. So that is basically what we're selling. We're selling our knowledge of fitness and diet and health and whatever else you specialize in. You have to value that. I mean, I think in the beginning, starting up, it's very smart to give out free programs and to build up a clientele into progress photos and testimonials from people. But after that, you have to know your worth and don't let people schmoozle you into giving out all these free programs, because it will happen. And then people do this thing that like they make it real awkward. They like tell you they're gonna like buy this thing from you and they don't. It's like, are you waiting for me to like offer it for free? And like I've definitely fallen for that before and given people things for free, and I don't mind helping to an extent, but at the same time it's like, this is my job. I put time, effort, and knowledge into this, and I value my time. So in the end, you just have to draw a line. Really make sure that you know your worth, your value, and don't give in to the schmoozles. I'm sure if you are trying to build your brand, you already have ideas of things you will sell or do to make money via Instagram. One thing that I highly recommend and is getting much more popular now is an app. So before my app, which we launched 2 years ago almost, or March 2017, that's crazy. Apps were not as popular then, but they are super popular now, and I honestly think I think there is already, I'm not sure the name of it, but there's probably a site for you to build your own app, kind of like there are sites to build your own website. So if an app is something you want, it is getting much more affordable. Some companies are willing to build an app for you and then just work with like a revenue share deal, which is what I currently do with my app guys. And if you would like to reach out to my app guys, their name is Just Tempo, and I love them. And I'm sure they would love to work with you as well. I think they're taking clients, maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, love my app guys. Having an app has made everything so much easier, more user-friendly. It's once I have the exercises in the app, I don't have to like refilm them. I mean, I do sometimes to like update better form and just a newer, better quality video, but it is so much better than all the PDFs I was doing. But that all being said, PDFs are a great place to start. It is awesome to just create a product and promote it and not have to like constantly be like upkeeping it. So I think that's great, and a way to make your PDFs or ebooks prettier would be with a graphic designer. That is something I never did, but I definitely would if I was to go back and create a PDF for that purpose. I would definitely have a graphic designer make it like pretty and add like, you know what I mean, just like kind of animate it in a way so it's not just black text on a white page, which is what all my stuff was, so. Okay, my camera keeps overheating, so I'm just going to end this video. The last thing I really need to tell you guys to invest in is a videographer. I think a videographer is awesome when it comes to running ads to promote on Google, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Having a videographer, a good videographer, is so helpful. I will link the name of my guy I use below. He's amazing and based out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm sure he would travel anywhere if you guys want him though. So yeah, videographer. And then my last tip from all this is to be consistent, you guys. Do not lose hope. Keep posting, keep creating good content. It takes a while. I think it took me 2 years until my Instagram really started to take off and like actually help me make money and like survive. So keep with it. It'll be worth it in the end. I promise. It's worth putting yourself out there to work for yourself and do something you love for a living. Yeah, that's all I have, you guys, but thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and check out the description box for any questions you have, and then if you don't find your answer there, comment it down below. Be sure to give this a thumbs up. Also be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Bye guys, have a good day.